guys, Josh here from Team No Excuses, coming to you for your Episode 9 Money Hungry recap. Episode 9 brings us one episode away from the season finale, and with only 4 teams in the house, things are starting to go a little bit crazy. You know, my time on the show was kind of characterized by scheming and plotting, and I caught a lot of grief for that, but now everyone is doing it. You know, it's Episode 9, so the claws really start to come out. Probably the most surprising thing that happened was Grading Curves winning the immunity this week, which I think threw everyone for a loop. You know, with Missions Impossible typically winning all of the immunities, no one really knew what to do when another team won it. And so when Grading Curves won, and, you know, they earned that win, when they won, it kind of threw things for a loop. You know, you've only got 2 teams that you can potentially vote for. And since the regulators lost the challenge, the only 2 teams you could vote for is Missions Impossible or the Slenderellas. Now, everyone knows, partially because Missions Impossible admitted it openly, that they'd been hiding water weight. They've been doing it all season. Every time they have immunity, it's no surprise. You know, so really, Missions Impossible is going to have the biggest number out of anyone this week, no matter what. And to me, that presented a unique opportunity that they could have gotten rid of the regulators. You know, if you've been hiding water weight for 2 weeks and your opponent's not been hiding it at all, then to me it's not that much of a risk. It's still a risk, but it's a calculated risk to go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to take out the team that's my biggest competition. Instead, Missions Impossible decides to play it safe, but you can't blame them for that either. You're at the end of the game. Do you really want to gamble? They decide to play it safe, put Slenderellas on the chopping block, and Slenderellas are just doomed to go home. You know, the regulators have got too much weight to lose. They work out too hard, and the Slenderellas just didn't really have a chance to beat them. And so now we have our final 3, and this is crazy to me, because our final 3, we've got the regulators, we've got Missions Impossible, and we've got the Grading Curves. Now what's funny though is if you track the percentages that they've lost throughout the season, these 3 teams are actually pretty close going into the finale. Right now, it's safe to say that it really is anyone's game. If I had to pick a favorite at this point, I don't even know who it would be. You know, because I was in an alliance with them, I'd like to see the regulators take it home. But Grading Curves have pulled up consistently large numbers. Missions Impossible has done a great job of hiding weight, yet still losing a lot over the period of this show. So next week's episode is going to be crazy. You know, I know for a fact that in the challenge next week, somebody gets seriously injured. You'll have to tune in next week to find out exactly what happens, how serious it was, if it affects their workouts, their weigh-ins, whatnot. You know, but we're down to the wire. Everyone's playing the game. Everyone's in the gym, something fierce. And we're going to find out who's really money hungry next week.